Hi, welcome back, girls and boys. This is the week of April 19th through the 23rd, and this is day 1. Let's review all the items you're going to need, and then we'll get started. We always use our nameplate and a dry erase marker. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about the letter P. We're going to be using this sheet with some puzzle pieces. Now, if you received a packet from us, you may have received a little baggie that had some items in it, and today we're going to be using these puzzle pieces. We're going to glue on the P. So please go through the baggie and pull out these. And for the quilt Q, we're going to be using quilt pieces. So also in this baggie, you should have had little pieces of fabric, and I'll show you what that means and what it looks like, because you may not be familiar with that word. Little pieces that look like this, kind of like the same fabric that maybe a shirt would be out of, right here. And we're going to be gluing little quilt pieces onto the Q. So make sure you have these ready along with some glue. And then for our tracing, we're going to be tracing the letter P and Q. It says I can trace and write the letter P. And this says I can trace and write the letter Q. We'll be using this. Make sure you have a plastic sleeve. And then for the numbers, we're going to be working on numbers 0, 1, 2, and 3. So lots going on today. I'll give you a minute to go ahead and get your items together. Alright, let's start with our nameplate. Go ahead and get that out and take your time tracing your name. I know some of you are ready to use the back side so you don't have a guide, and I love that idea. We're toward the end of the school year, and some of you I know are ready to do that, so feel free. And when you're through, turn it around. Let me see what you have there. Here you go. Nice work. Nice work. The letter P. Gosh, let's talk about that. We're going to actually be reading a book about pigs, and there's a picture of a pig right here on this sheet. P is for puzzles. P is for pigs. P is for Penelope. Pizza, Pam, Philip, pickles, lots and lots of P words. Let's make that sound together. Go pa, 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 pa. And you always blow some air out when you say it. Go pa, pa. You can feel it. Pa, pa. Now we get to do the fun part, which is gluing puzzle pieces onto the capital P and the lowercase p. See the shape here? Our friend Miss Becky glued all these together, and I love that. So I'm going to go to my new sheet, which looks just like yours, and I'm going to get my glue out. It only takes a little dot, and you might want to do a few dots to get started. You don't have to do every single circle. And then you get your puzzle piece and just lay it right where the glue is. It makes a really interesting collage, doesn't it? These two pieces are stuck together. I like that. Here you go. So you just continue around until yours starts to look like this. P is for puzzle. Let's go ahead and pull our P sheet out right now so we can trace the letter P. I know it might take you longer to finish the P puzzle pieces than it took me, So just put the video on pause and then you can always come back and catch up with me. We're going to trace the letter P. Here we go. You start on the top line, go to the bottom, go back to the top, and follow the line just below the middle. There you go. Another P. P. Straight line, and then it's a half circle. How about the lowercase p? You start in the middle line that has the dots, and then you again go back to the middle line and you circle around. Puh, puh, puh. I love this sheet because it has pictures that start with P on the bottom. Here's a picture of a pig and pizza. Puh, puh. Do you hear the puh, puh sounds there? Pig, pizza. All right, let's go on to our letter Q. Now for the letter Q, this picture has Q is for quilts. Quilts. And here we have a bird that looks like a quail. Now if you don't have little pieces of fabric, I understand. You can always talk to your parents and see if they have, I don't know, let's say a rag or something they're not going to use, and they'll let you cut it up, and then you can get some pieces of fabric. I have lots and lots of pretty pieces of fabric. We're going to glue these onto the Q. Qua. Do you hear how quilt begins with the qua sound? Qua. I'm putting a bunch of glue down, so then all I have to do is go around and attach the fabric, the quilt, if you will. Here we go. And it just looks so pretty when it's finished. There you go. And just keep going around and around and around until eventually you end up with yours looking something like this. Q is for quilt. Quilt. Queen. Shh, quiet. Lots of Q words. Now I'm going to show you how to make the letter Q. Get your dry erase marker out. You should have this sheet, which is I can trace and write the letter Q. Start at the top line, go all the way around, very much like the capital O. Then I call that a kickstand. It reminds me of a kickstand. Again, go to the top line, go all the way around, and then put on the kickstand. That is the letter Q. Qua. Now for the lowercase q, you go around, you make a circle, you go down, and then it has a little tail on the end. That is how you make a Q. Q. Let's see what words start with Q on this page. We have quail and queen. Those are great Q words. Qua. Now I'm going to go on to some counting, and I would like you to count with me. We're going to count all the way to 20. Let's see if we can do that while we clap and keep rhythm together. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bravo! Nice counting. Now let's go to the sheets that have numbers. We have 0, 1, 2, and 3 we're going to focus on today. This says, I see 0 apples. It's an empty apple cart. There we have a 0. Make a few zeros with me. 0. It means nothing, none, 0. Now turn the page over and it says, I see 1 apple. This is how you make the number 1. You start at the top line and you come straight down to the bottom line. 1. We're going to make a few 1s here. 1. Now let's make the number 2. I see 2 apple blossoms. 1, 2. Start on the dot, go around, stop, and straight line over. Start here on the dot, around, down, and straight over. Make a few more of those. And you're all through with 2. 1, 2. And the last one we're going to do today is 3. 3 apple seeds. 1, 2, 3. It's 2 humps sideways makes a 3. Start at the dot, go around and around again. Around and around again. And there you have it, my friends. We're finished with the number 3. Good work. For the book, we're going to be studying farm animals and being on a farm, living on a farm. I know some of you live out in the country, and this will be something you may enjoy. We have the front cover, back cover, the spine holds the whole book together. And this is called Welcome to Our Farm. It's made by the National Pork Board, another word for pig. So pork and pig, they go together, and you can see little pigs across the whole book here. It says, welcome to our farm. Hi, we are Bethany and Michael, and we live on a farm in Iowa. Have you ever been to a real farm? Have you? Well, we'd like to take you on a tour. This is a picture of our dad and mom, Denny and Janice. They're farmers. Some farmers take care of animals. We have pigs on our farm. The main job of a farmer is to make sure the pigs are healthy and well fed. Pigs like to eat foods like ground up corn, soybeans, wheat, and grain sorghum. We feed our pigs corn and soybeans since these are crops found here in Iowa. There's a great picture of a pig. Pigs get thirsty just like you do, so it's important for them to have water at all times. Look closely. This pig is drinking water from a small tube. This is a heater that keeps our pigs warm during the winter. Just like you need a warm place to live, pigs like to be in nice environments too, places where it's warm. An exciting time on our farm is when a mother pig gives birth to piglets. The piglets in this picture are drinking milk from their mama. There are usually about 8 to 12 piglets in a family. A family of piglets is called a litter. How many piglets can you see in this picture? Let's count. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little pigs. Well, that's the end of our tour. Thanks for coming to visit. We hope you can come back again soon. I hope you learned quite a bit about pigs, and I do have a link below of a video I think you'll enjoy about pigs. So until we meet again, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.